Hello there everyone and welcome back. My Custodian has finally managed to get its second level in, and with it, the adaptive deflector, which is going to be so essential I feel like for the playstyle I have in mind for this thing. It's going to be a nice long range powerhouse, here's hoping. But I think I'm done with the standard Tau Sept kind of like coloring, so we're going to go rogue a little bit. Once it decides to load, we are going Farsight. And quite frankly, since it looks no different than really the fire cache, it's not really that drastic a difference. I just feel more rebellious now. Throwing away the standard Tau Sept and joining the Farsight Enclave, which, if I remember correctly, unless they update it in like a new future codex that I haven't read yet, Farsight was like basically doing his own thing there for the benefit of the Tau, I think. Or he's gone completely rogue. I'm not entirely certain. Can't quite remember, and the book's not near me to really double check on. But immediately, we're in a match. It's Planetary Assault. It's incredibly tempting to take something with a stealth alloy for this. And it's going to work out pretty well. Space Marines, I can do a crap ton of damage to them there. Don't know how well I fare against like a battle barge, mind you. But with Seeker Missiles, at least with the Protectors, I have a good chance of just straight up brute forcing my way through. So I want to make that be a possibility still. But even then, the reason where I can bull rush the Space Marines so effectively is because of like the Bastion and things like the Stronghold, so I don't know if I want to field that as well or not. It has incredible potential though, because adding our sauce doesn't really help me too terribly much on the attack front because of the 75 armor. So I think we're just going to go for more brute force. And this Damien, either it can get in a good position to either grab a bombardment zone for me, or it can just get in their face. It's not quite going to be as powerful as the Stronghold, but it's a lot more flexible, being able to serve as a bomber for the objective, or just gain position if I can bait the Space Marine to some position they're not comfortable with. And I also kind of learned my lesson about those damn beacons and trying to auto-cast. Because you have to manually target them in order for them to fire, I think that may be why it's not working to my liking. I just have no idea how it selects. Oh, and I'm Defender, damn it. I gain good at reading the objective. I pay very little attention to the fact if I'm defending or not. This actually could work pretty well for me there. Do I have an asteroid field? I do, but it's probably not the best thing for me. At least it's not like my Stronghold, at least, where if I left it back there, would be out for the rest of the fight, quite frankly. So I want to have it in there for a little bit. Actually, let me just put it up in front, because why the hell not? He'll be able to do something. Here's hoping. And let's see, I'm seeing 3 ships. So that's looking very much like a battle barge. And something else with it. Let's see. Battle barge, 300 points, so he has like about 300 points to go with. So he could potentially have 2 strike cruisers to go with it. Let's see, from what I understand there, the ones with the lances are the ones that are like the cheapest at around like lower 140s, I think. If not 130, so he could get away with like 2 lance variants, which could suck. Because these Protectors actually do have an adaptive deflector for like straight up engagements. It's not going to work very well here though. And I think I got enough Damien charge, so Demi-Erg rather. So I don't want to fall too far behind, because the first bombardment is looking likely that I'm have to do without it. Unless I just dodge them all together. And with beacons I can intimidate them. I do have that possibility. And surprisingly I'm not seeing torpedoes, which probably justifies my theory that he's going to lance setup, which means I'm going to get chipped down really effectively if I'm spotted. Thankfully, air cache is to the rescue. I'm gonna dodge that without even trying. I just gotta be ready to pounce them when the objectives start appearing. Because if one spawns near him, he's gonna easily be able to get it, but if it's anywhere else that's not convenient, that's fine. And these Mark 1 and Mark 3, and I should have turned that off. So he does have at least one lance, and I'm seeing a Mark 1 battle barge, so that's not the lance one, I'm pretty certain. How did I get spotted? I'm nowhere near the beacons. Oh well. Oh, it's extended sensor range, that's why. That explains it. So which one's the scout in that case? Extended sensors, so they're all like that. So shoot down the bombers. Try and punish him for this, because I got a very good angle. I got a very good angle for this. I'm just going to have to be forced to take potential lance damage. So long as I can get my bombers off, I'm in a good place here. I'm willing to take the stasis bomb, because he's not angled in a way that he can punish it. Wait, why? I was hitting spacebar. Why wasn't my cogitator not going off? Oh, that may have been too close. He did burn a lot of his thrusters though, so I think I'm okay here. And he has 30 seconds, so that is about to get rejected. So I gotta get ready for evasive maneuvers, because he's coming for me in a moment. And he's committed fully to this. He's got 3 favorite ships, which normally I think is very foolish. 10 seconds, he's probably gonna get it. Oh, and I could have got a beacon on him. Ooh, he's gonna get it at the last second, that lucky bastard. If only I did that jump, those stasis bombs a little bit sooner, that would be good. There goes the bombs. Dodge, 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 shoot them down. That was easy as hell to shoot down, I gotta say. And Demiurge, do your thing. Nope. Why are you turning, you stupid thing? I did not want you to turn. That was a bit abysmal, if only a little bit. But it can still do damage. I could throw a beacon on this thing, and sadly he's getting the perfect type of beacons or objectives, so I gotta punish him. He got so damn lucky on that first one. Just like 3 seconds away, and now he's getting one that's right close to him. Ooh, that could have gone well for me if he did not make that first one. Did I get the first one? No, apparently did not. So, bomb again. Let's try and kill something. I'll feel good about that if I wreck him. Deck's gone. Fine with that. I got adaptive deflector to fight him head on. Not much I could do about that, but if he's in this corner, there's only one direction he can go, and that's right through me. So now I gotta be ready to bomb him heavily. Although this is not gonna be very effective, I do have torpedoes and bombers. And let's see, torpedoes doing damage. I don't care about the 50 damage to this thing. I'm more worried about the 100 damage though. That I am concerned about, but 50 damage is pretty laughable when I'm close enough to get her that I can deny his fighters pretty effectively. Okay, bombers, wreck this one cruiser. Wreck the other cruiser as a bonus. Please wreck that bomber, or cruiser. Double kill. Now, if only this was Quake right now, I would have a nice little audio cue for that. Bastion, you're taking a bit of damage. I need to be careful of you. Fire one set of secret missiles, because I'll have time for it to recharge. Okay, this works well for me. I got beacons in the way for stasis bombs, so he has to let that go or die a horrible, miserable death. Preferably miserable, horrible, and everything above. He's slowing down, so I don't think I'll... That was a waste of a charge because I didn't realize I was near. I'd forgotten about the wreckage rules. And apparently, yeah, the jumps off cooldown. So fire, bomb them. Can I get... Do I have any beacons over here? They're miles away. So just punish them. Punish them horribly. And have a stasis bomb ready. Although my stasis bombs are not exactly in the best position.
Demiurge ship at your orders.
This is gonna hurt though. This is gonna hurt a lot. I feel sorry for it. Even with your 75 armor, it is too late. And he micro-warp jumped right into a stasis bomb. So we shall preserve this moment in time for about 10 seconds until the stasis bomb wears off. It was a scary start. He had really lucky... Well, he got really lucky at the beginning because he had literally like 2-3 seconds for that first jump. If I had stasis bomb a little bit sooner, that could have worked for me. Could have, because he was still stuck in the first stasis bomb for the full duration, so... It's not like it would have changed things that drastically. It may have made him reconsider diving in for it as aggressively, though. And then he had the perfect second one, but we managed to turn around by murdering him and cornering him into the edge of the map, so he had nowhere to go but through my fleet. And even with that 75 armor, the bombers, and sort of decent-ish kind of mine laser did him in. It wasn't the best, that's for sure. Especially the second one, because I completely forgot the fact that those cruisers were charging up the beam some. Or was it cruisers, or was that random wreckage? Because there can sometimes be random wreckage, and I never consider them. Because you never see them on as minimap icons. You have to physically be looking at them to know they're even there. But promising first start. A little more experience on this thing. Oh, it saw they got a level in. Let's fix that quickly. Well, there's not really much to change besides, hopefully, now this thing is immune to insubordination outside of maybe the 6% chance from a line chip loss. I don't know, because it doesn't want to adjust at all, so I'm left wondering a bit. I want to assume that negates the hull integrity insubordination chance and the escort ship loss, but still gives me about a 6% chance when line ships are warping out or just completely destroyed. So it's not perfect, but that's what I want to believe it does for me. And if this ship and any other ones with level 3 ethereals starting subordinate on me when it's not a ship being destroyed, then I'll know something's wrong. Or I misunderstood, which is possible too. Because if I understand correctly, there's multiple factors that kind of would suggest it's just straight up flat reduction or increase. Because I'm trying to understand. I know I was looking at it before, but I can't remember what abilities would like just straight up boost it by like certain percentage. Okay, so let's see, accuracy. Oh, I'm thinking, yeah, brace for impact, which increases the armor by 20 rather than 20%. Okay, so maybe I am a little bit off, a little bit wrong with that. I'm just trying to remember why I thought that would be the case, but it's already done. It'll help make my ships more reliable in combat, so it's never a bad thing. But if it only just reduces a 30% chance of insubordination by like what? Dropping it down to 20% practically, I would argue that's not really worth it. In comparison to maybe better repairs, which this is almost a 50% increase for emergency repairs if I were to max it out. Troop value could be useful if I'm worried about boarding. And marker drones, you cannot ignore the potential 75% crit chance. Even if I have like a crap ton of weaponry that's only 1%. That should add up eventually. Especially if all of them start to hit. Alright, we got ourselves a cruiser clash. And it looks like this one may be level 4 or 5. So it looks like I may be dealing with someone that's a little bit weaker than me. So this is a good opportunity to be a little generous, and a good opportunity also to level up some of my ships here. Like mainly my Protector or Demiurge, which is about to get to level 4. So I'm just wondering, which would I prefer more? Demiurge sounds so much more brutal when it gets to jump on him. I'm just getting flashbacks to that poor Space Marine before. I didn't think I'd have to spell it up for him, but okay. So, I'm a little bit paranoid about ruining his day that much. It feels bad. I think I'll go a little more brute force-ish, especially since this thing is terribly due for some levels and upgrades. So, with that said though, do I take a level 6? Do I have anything low level? I do have 2 level 5 Sauces and a Dalef, which I'm not liking this composition, to be perfectly honest, but a messenger to deal with his Thunderhawks is going to be pretty good for me. And I have one, let's see, do I? Yeah, I have 1 air cache Sauce to serve as a scout. Not ideally as effective as a scout as my one with the staff alloy, but it will do. It's got the mobility at least, so it can effectively push forward. Just maybe not too far at this point, because I don't have the staff alloy. It doesn't have a beacon to kind of like serve as a safer way to spot without getting exposed if he does happen to have extended sensors. Ooh, excuse me. So, what are we looking at here? Lots of nebula clouds, and as I speak about the sensors and lack thereof, I completely forgot my Protector doesn't even have one either, and that's terrifying. So I have no way to reliably spot him in that nebula cloud, so I'm gonna have to get a little creative if I'm gonna do this. This may have been a horrible mistake, but hey, if nothing else, it does even odds for him if it is a lower level player. So I won't object. And he does have 6 ships, so there's gotta be a light cruiser or a couple of frigates in that mix somewhere. A little bit. And I do have an air cache to spot. Bunch of fighters and bombers to wreck through that armor. Especially since the Dalef has upgrade skills in the energy armor. Was it the energy shield? So Dalef is almost without a doubt gonna get those bombing runs in. So long as I don't go after someone that's like in a really tight formation. That's the only catch. And looks like he's just gonna ignore the middle altogether, so where are the other ones hiding? I know he has 6 ships. I know he's Space Marine, so he can't do that staff alloy shenanigans on me. So he's playing super passive. Maybe those are the frigates there, and he has a bunch of ships waiting in the nebula cloud, maybe? I'm waiting for... Well, I was going to say his silent running would be over, but... So I think that's what he's doing. He's got a bunch of maybe like boarding torpedoes, and he's just camping inside that nebula cloud near spawn. I think I understand your game, buddy. I hate to disappoint you, but I don't think it's going to work. I got a messenger. I have 2 sets of fighter waves to basically deal with any of that. I just don't have a safe way to reveal you, let alone flush you out. So I'm really regretting not bringing in my Bastion. And without a doubt, I think those frigates are like silent running as well. This would be amusing. I know exactly where he's at, but I don't know what I can do about it. Not quite yet. So I think the name of the game is really tight formation, because I have 2 repair drones to help deal with any damage that I might take from the random boarding torpedoes that do happen to hit me. Let's just keep pushing forward and get ready to bomb. If I'm going to scout that nebula cloud, I want to at least have my bombers in range to be able to hit him in there. He'll more than likely just silent run if he's smart enough, or if he's aware of that, how effective it truly is, more or less, because people may not realize it. Maybe not the best thing when you're about to engage fully because of the 2-minute cooldown, but it's still pretty damn strong if you know it's only going to be a light engagement.
To spread the greater good.
And I would love to scout him right now, but without Dissipator it's not worth it.
We will search it out.
Well, he's going to play that game, huh? If only I had that Bastion. Ooh. Not only would I be able to kind of get a sense of what chips he's fielding, I could punish him for that. Because I think what he's doing is micro warp jump
Honor the teachings of Viola.
right at me there once I get too close.
How may I serve the Talva?
So, let's do this. I'm willing to commit to this and then go straight into the Nebula Cloud. Let's see him panic. Let's see him dance. He seems to be getting a good distance away from me, but still, no boring torpedoes, no nothing yet.
Ethereals guide us.
And he can warp out.
Drones have identified an enemy target.
I almost want to just go in and kill them.
Aircraft ready for
Almost, until I see that dang strike crafts coming in, so that's fine. I'm a little bit fine with this. I just gotta outrun him and shoot him down. Holy crap, that was an effective shot. I took out an entire strike craft fleet in an instant. And the sad thing is, that gave away that he has only two light cruisers in that fleet.
For Anvar. It will be so.
That gives away a lot.
Restore the earth cast.
So I know he's not utilizing the strength of his light cruisers very effectively. Oh, here they come now, in fact. That's fine. Oop, I didn't want you to... Well, what am I trying to say? I didn't want you to basically go lock on there, you messenger, but this will have to do. So he's just gonna ram everything, that's fine. Now focus on this dang thing. I want to destroy his power. And there's a lot of burst potential in those strike crafts if he does have... Well, he has lances, so that's probably my one weakness right now. And he is focusing on this, so... Let's have some fun with him, huh? Nice that you joined the party. Now... I kind of know what I want to do, it's just a question if I can do it. Because I got this bomber in a pretty awkward position. My Nessicar are going to do a lot of damage. And sadly, bombers didn't hit as much as I like. So your light craft is pretty screwed. It just got boarded by everything. Its armor's good, but not good enough, I don't think, for that onslaught. Oh, and it even got pushed there by the projection wave, so that's amusing. I did not expect that. So keep preparing, focus on this other thing. Oh, he's gonna try and kill my Nisicar, which, how well is that working for you? And he did, unfortunately, did ram my protector, which might die if I'm not careful. Just kill this thing and I'll have so much leeway. I just gotta make sure this protector lives right now. Because everything else is in good shape. Repairs are being done on my Dalef. Yeah, that is my Dalef. They look alike now, so it's real hard to tell the difference. And I want to make this my focus still. I just didn't bother to change it. And he is boarding me, so that's going to hurt a bit. Oh, he did have another light cruiser. Oh, he's got two of them, so... I don't even know if my secret missile's actually hitting him to my liking or not. Now that I realize it, because I only know that the tracking only takes effect at a certain distance, but it never mentioned anything if the missiles could actually do damage at point blank range. So long as I have generators, this thing's pretty capable. I just gotta keep my brace for impacts going. I'll let him live. Oh no, I was gonna let him live and then he immediately died. Lost 100 health in an instant. You better give up now, because I just sent Manta Bombers at your poor level 1. I don't think he's going to do it.
Gunners, hold your fire.
Alright, let me focus on the level 4. Let his level 1 live. At least try to.
How may I serve?
He's still trying to ram me, though.
For all, it will be so.
He's still trying to ram me.
By my set, we shall attack.
Hold your fire.
At your orders, Koro.
Hold your fire. Let him live. Did you seriously have autocast on, you mutinous bastard? Well. I wasn't intending to kill a cruiser, but... oh well. It's not exactly a style I really enjoy, just sitting there and like hoping RNG is in my favor. Because that's honestly what it feels like. Which is kind of why I like the micro-intensive setup a little bit more, because it feels like your own skill and actions kind of help dictate the battle. But in the end, that was probably the right choice. Just make sure I was positioned the right kind of distance maybe, so that way my bombers probably weren't getting shot down as they were for being too close. And he was lower level, so... and he kind of squandered the use of the light cruisers a little bit, I feel. Because I have been playing a lot of Space Marines in the past few days, strictly for 2v2 mind you, but they're really good at spotting and harassing. Especially if you got the wombo combo of boarding torpedoes and strike Thunderhawks. It works almost the exact same way as what you do with Seeker Missile Manta Bombers. Only you're crippling them with critical hits, and that's never a bad thing. Just slow to get progress, because of all the boarding chances, but effective nonetheless. And sadly, nothing leveled up, but my Protector is getting... I'm hoping he's getting really damn close to level 4 though, so if I can sneak in another match for that, then I can get a second upgrade for it, which probably, I'm wondering, do I just go for Adaptive Deflector? Because this is going to be a little more aggressive than I think within my air cache protectors, so I might go that route.